Welcome to All Pro Football Data. My name is Jim Cobern. In today's episode, we are talking about Drew Allar from Penn State. We will look at his overall passing efficiency and dual threat rushing ability. Then we'll take a look at his situational data, followed by his down and distance data, including his ability in clutch third down situations to make plays. Learn how the data is collected in the glossary terms in the link attached below. I am, of course, Jim Cobern. I have been formulating and writing about the NFL draft for over 10 plus seasons. I've produced over 7 NFL draft guides, and this will be my 8th guide coming up soon. But anyways, let's get to the video. Let's learn more about Drew Allar. First off, passing efficiency and career efficiency scores. Drew Allar has a very good overall passing efficiency score of 90.84 out of 100. His average score was 85.64 out of 100. This takes a look at his touchdown to interception ratio, completion percentage, his level of competition that he faced at Penn State, and the strength of his team that he resided on. All these numbers are great numbers for Drew Allar. Then of course, when you get to dual threat ability, uh, Drew Allar has done pretty well. Now, I wouldn't say he is like this Lamar Jackson level threat in terms of his legs, but he does get the job done in terms of being above average to average in terms of his ability to make plays on the ground, which is increasingly becoming more and more in vogue at the NFL level. If a quarterback is not able to make plays with his feet, it kind of limits the offense to a certain extent nowadays. So in Drew Allar's case, good numbers here, not the best, not the worst, just exactly where you kind of want him to be if you're a fan of his. Then, of course, we look at situational statistics. This is the area where there was some pause for concern. So this is based on 2 seasons worth of data for Drew Allar. He did very good in terms of first down completion percentage on every down and distance. So he had a pretty good in terms of getting first downs. His TD percentage also was pretty decent. 15-yard plus passes, the percentage of passes that were 15-yard plus was decent, but his 25-yard plus passes was not the best at 33 out of 100. And that is a little bit concerning. It's a little bit concerning for him to have these types of numbers because it kind of makes you wonder, is he able to make plays down the football field? Now, he did much better in 2024 than he did in 2023. And I think if he comes back another season, he could really improve these numbers and get them back to where they kind of need to be in terms of his data. But overall, this is kind of the biggest concern with him based on his situational statistics. And because he's so young, this guy's only played 2 seasons, and it's a relatively young player all around as being one of the youngest quarterback prospects. If he was to enter, he will be one of the youngest, if not the youngest quarterback prospect in this particular draft class if he was to come out. So he's still young. He still has a lot of things to improve. You just would rather see those things proven at the college level versus putting him in the NFL and hoping that he can make those development strides. Then, of course, you look at his down and distance data. So this is another area that was a little bit of a concern. So based on his 2-year average at the based on situational data, he had a 38 out of 100 third down conversion rate, 62 out of 100 in terms of second down, and then 80 in terms of first down. So he's very good at getting first downs on first down. Second down, he's very good at getting first downs on second down. When it comes to third down conversion rate, his ability to make plays on third down, that is the biggest issue where he's kind of failed a little bit in his college career. And he did much better in 2024 compared to 2023, but his 2023 was very rusty. He did very poorly in terms of his down and distance and situational data. So we need another strong season from him to kind of help his averages, if that makes any sense. And that's kind of where it is with him. But overall, good numbers, but the third down conversion rate is a bit concerning. Then overall conclusions. I think, Drew Allar has a lot of potential based on his age and based on his data profile. However, I would recommend that he return to college football to improve his situational statistics and conversion rates. He's one of those prospects where he has more developmental potential than a refined rubber stamp blue chip quarterback. His overall upside at the next level would be an Andrew Luck to J.J. McCarthy on the lower end, which of course may end up being the higher end depending on how he develops. But that's kind of what he is as a prospect. He is very efficient, very good in those particular situations, but played in an offense, played on a team that kind of doesn't feature him per se 100%. And as a result, he might have some issues. Overall, good prospect, but somebody I think needs to stay another year in college football to develop a little bit more and improve upon his numbers to really have a strong case. Based on projectional data, if you view him as a developmental prospect, sky's the limit for him. But I think he needs a little bit more time to refine some things and develop some things before you just throw him into the NFL. All this stuff out of the way, thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, my name is Jim Cobern, and I can't wait to see and hope you guys see the next video that I'm having coming up on more quarterback prospects in the 2025 NFL Draft Class.